Since this is a public relations class, and this week we are talking about the importance of being a good writer in the PR field, we're going to practice our writing style. In chapter 15, pages 322 and 323, we talk about some of the elements, the fundamental elements of a news release. Ideally, your press release or your news release, still very effective today, still used, still very relevant. Press releases, they used to be faxed, but now there is entire press release services that just send releases all over the world to bloggers, to podcasters, to media outlets. And you want to keep your press release ideally to one page. Remember, we want to make the job of the journalist, of the reporter, of the content creator, we want to make their job as easy as possible. So we want to make our information as concise as possible, ideally on one page. A press release has these basic components: who, what, when, and where. And also you can say why. There's a part in the press release called the lead, and according to the book, page 322, the lead is the most critical element, usually answering the questions concerning who, what, why, when, and where, and occasionally how. They give us an example. For example, here is the lead for a press release by Marvel Studios. Marvel Studios, who today announced that it had signed actor Chris Hemsworth to star in Avengers 5 as Thor, the Asgardian god of thunder, for the 2019 film. So in one sentence, which is your lead, which is the first part of your press release, you're letting the viewer, the reader, the journalist know who, what the movie, who the actor, when, 2019 film, and where it's going to be in the movie, The Avengers. So in one sentence, you're covering all those important aspects of the press release. So I want you to write a lead, which is the first part of a press release. Write a lead for a product or a product that you like, or your company, or the company that you work for, a brand that you work for. You can make it up if you want, but I want you to practice writing. We're going to practice writing a press release in this discussion segment. So write the lead to a press release, and I'd like to hear what you come up with. I'd like to read what you come up with. So one of your posts is going to be writing the lead, and then your other two posts will be responding to the students or responding to myself. So that's the main element. Also, another important element of the press release is the boilerplate. At the end of every press release, there is the boilerplate. The boilerplate essentially tells the reader who is sending the press release, what the company is, who they're about, and it's essentially like a mini mission statement. So write your lead and write your boilerplate. Those are two of the most important aspects of a press release. Of course, there's also contact information. Who do they contact? How the reporter can follow up. But for right now, let's just focus on writing the lead and writing the boilerplate. All right, I'm going to post an example with this video with some work that I did while I was at the Grammy Awards, some press releases that I wrote for the Grammys, and also see if I can find a press release that I wrote for Univision.